Hello, amazing art teachers.
Hey, art teachers.
My name is Catie Rice, and I'm a high school art teacher in Oakland, California.
My name is Claire. I'm a high school art teacher at an independent school in the Pacific Northwest. I'll give you a little classroom tour. Without further ado, let's get into it.
All right, when you walk in the room, these are my sketchbooks. Each one is labeled by class period. No, they do not put things back exactly, but you can see first period did a nice job. But this does show them ownership of keeping track of their sketchbook that they use every day. They all have their names on them. Students have decorated them, and they grab them every single morning to develop that routine. Again, on my classroom board, I have a side for my art design. Step by steps, we have the agenda for the day, the project, steps to complete. The other side is my advanced class, different examples of projects, what they're doing. And then a big part of my classroom is student artwork. I have student artwork everywhere because this is not my classroom. These are my students' classrooms. So I want this to be a space where they feel proud, where they can recognize themselves in artwork, that it feels like a light and airy and fun space filled with the work that they create. This is my storage bin haven. These are all basic supplies that students would need on a daily basis. Now, everything is labeled. It tells you exactly what it is. And again, what colors? Are they all perfect? No, but it helps keep things organized so they know what goes where. I also have a large population of English language learners. So by adding in colors, by adding in pictures of what should go in there, I have string. It really helps my English language learners reinforce what is in each one and what goes where. Students are responsible for getting their own materials and putting them back. And having a labeling system really keeps everything organized and easy for them to find and then put back in the correct space. All right, this is my counter where I put everything out for the day. We still have some advanced art things I need to clean up, but I want to show you that the labeling continues everywhere in my classroom. So in this drawer, we have tracing tools. It tells you what kind of tools in there, and there's a picture. Everything that's in the painting supplies cabinet, in the drawing supplies, so they know exactly what needs to go where. And these were super easy to make. I made them on Canva and then printed them, and you can see I just taped on top. Last but not least, visuals are an extremely important and easy way to remind students how to do everything. So it tells them how to clean up their brushes. It's right by the sink. They really can't miss it. And 95% of the time, it really helps students remember how to put things back. My advanced class did a great job. It really holds students accountable that this is their space, and I am here to facilitate and help, but they are in charge of the materials and their learning.
I'm going to give you a quick tour of my classroom. This classroom is pretty epic. All right, let's get into it. When you come in the room, this is the front board. There's actually kind of a lot of space back here. This is some of the projects we're doing in 2 of my classes and some examples from students. I kind of use this window space as a desk, honestly, because it's so beautiful. I just got donuts for my students. Here is how I organize Wacom tablets. These are bamboo dish drying racks that I got off of Amazon, and they are the perfect way to store these Wacom tablets. I have students put the adapters right here. I also ordered some kind of basic earphones so they can listen to the tutorials. All of these are numbered, so if a student checks them out, I just make sure that I have all of them accounted for. Here is how I set up for painting, some general supplies and X-Acto knives and boards, and our aprons. We're lucky to have this kind of spray out booth for any kind of toxic materials, traditional spray paints, and fixatives. This is the sink area, and there's a nice bookshelf above it. Look, there's a wonderful little mess that a student left today. So it's not just your classroom. Over here is where the students put their phones. We're pretty good about that at our school. They do it in all their classes. And then this is our critique wall. This is my rubric above here, and we're all set up for our critique this week for our pattern project. So here's our little coffee and tea station, some little mugs that I collect from thrift stores and such, and a few little snacks. Here is my desk, and it's honestly pretty clean. At this moment, there's my document camera up on a mug. It helps me get a better angle. I love this chime for getting students' attention. I use this monitor to project slides and video for students, and it works out quite well.
All right, art teachers, thank you so much for coming along.
If you haven't already, please like the video and subscribe to the Art of Ed so you can see more videos like this.
All right, take care.